What is up everyone, and we are back with another video. Today we are talking about why I made this channel and why I want to donate even more money to non-profit organizations that help disabled veterans, and a deep, dark story about my life. I don't want any negative comments about this. The first time I realized who I am. So a little bit about me: I'm medically retired from the Air Force, 80% permanent, and throughout my whole mental health issue, I didn't know who I was, what I did to those around me, and how I impacted other people's lives. I was stuck in my own head, and I didn't know about anybody else. I was worried someone would stab me or shoot me at any time. In restaurants and in buildings, I would have to be against the wall with a view of the entrance and exits to see who's coming in, who's going. If you suffer from PTSD, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was worried about other drivers, leading to anger all the time. What I didn't know was that I am angry, and in my mind, I thought everything was fine and everything was okay. I felt rushed 24/7, and I did not know how to calm down. And I've been on hyper alertness for years. I tried suicide a few times and was sent to a facility multiple times for those suicide attempts. Apparently, news to me that I was always mad at my wife. She said I would push her, punch her, and choke her from nightmares in my dreams. You know how those movies portray PTSD? Well, that's exactly how I had it, and I didn't know what to do. I was stuck in my head. I could not, for the love of me, focus at all. I could only focus on one thing, and it was like tunnel vision all the time. At movies, I would focus only on the screen, and I didn't know how I acted in public. I would yell at my wife, and I wouldn't even know it. I couldn't taste anything, and I couldn't pinpoint smells, and I didn't know how people were in public. I tried everything to get better, and I was desperate to get better. I did group therapy, regular therapy for years, and I was still messed up. I figured I would always be like this, so as a last resort, I would try this new medicine. And before I say it, I would like to say I did my own research thoroughly for months beforehand, and I tried this medicine as a way of studying it by writing it down, what I do now, and see how I act later. I did this all as a study to see if I would get any better, and I did. I vaporized THC and I inhaled it. I was so nervous, I took some deep breaths to calm down. I didn't notice anything at all. So I kept vaporizing for a few more bowls, and then it hit me. My senses were heightened. I could see, I could smell, and I could feel my body. I noticed how I was sitting, I noticed how heavy I am, and I felt who I am. My leg, it felt real. My arms and my body, it all felt real. My wife came home, and I was really interested in her. I realized that she is human, just like me. She has feelings, and she is breathing, and she is alive. She is here with me, and we are married. I realized I'm married to someone who's been dealing with my bullshit for years, and I looked at her, and she was real. I looked into her eyes, and I saw the sadness that I brought onto her, and I saw her look back at me. I saw her for real for the first time for years, even though we've been married for 4 years. Throughout the next couple of hours, she said I was super nice, like when I first met her. She's asked me if I was real, and I said yes, I am. I just love you so much. She poked me and she pinched me to see if I was real. Then she told me I didn't understand because you're always so mean to me. You always yell at me all the time, and why all of a sudden you're so nice to me? It took me a while to understand what she's talking about. Then I laughed and I started to cry. I said, babe, am I really that mean? Do I yell at you as much as you say I do? She said yes, and I laughed because I didn't know why I would yell or be so mean. Why would I do that to you? And then it hit me. I was stuck in my head and I couldn't get out. I was thinking all the time and I didn't notice anything around me. And I realized that I'm an asshole to people. Why was I so mad? I had no idea, and every little thing pissed me off before. But now, all those little arguments, they meant nothing to me. The only thing that mattered in my life is this woman who's right here in front of me, who vowed to love me forever and always. I'm not saying marijuana is the answer to anyone's problem, but for me, I use that to understand myself, to see who I am and what I am. I use this as a last resort before I try to take my life again. And today, months later, I don't really smoke because it affected my gym workouts and concentration and and everyday activities. I now go to college, and it was extremely hard to focus on my studies while under the influence. But in moderation, marijuana can help me relax and bring me out of my head and back into my surroundings. Now, I wrote this story in 2018, and now we've been married for 6 years, and I could not be happier. We could not be happier. And I still don't smoke as much, maybe once in a blue moon when I need it. Now I listen to music like music you've been listening to on my channel, and I work out every damn day because I figured instead of killing myself or killing others around me, I would kill these weights right in front of me. To me, it's therapeutic, and I cannot stand a day without lifting weights. So now you know a little bit more about me and why I made this channel. This channel is to help those who suffer from PTSD. When I reach monetization at 1,000 subscribers, I will keep my promise to donate to nonprofit organizations who help disabled veterans, because they helped me greatly, and I would not be alive if it weren't for them and the family and support that I had throughout the years. I don't need the money, but those of us who suffered like I did can benefit from these organizations. And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in and listening. And until next time.